now sat absolutely motionless at a corner table with an untouched drink in front of him, staring gook-eyed into space, his hands hanging at his sides till they almost touched the floor, his feet outspread like lolling tongues, his body shriveled into absolute weariness and entranced sorrow, and what all was on his mind. A man who knocked himself out every night and let the others put the quietus to him at dawn. Everything swirled around him like a cloud. And that little grandmother's alto, that little Carlo Marx, hopped and monkey danced with his magic horn, blew 200 choruses of blues, each one more frantic than the other, and no signs of failing energy or willingness to call anything a day. The whole room shivered. It has since been closed down. And Ronnie Morgan, I call him Ronnie Morgan, who'd earlier in the evening performed at the Hey Now Club, I call it the Hey Now Club, screaming and kicking over the mic. Lionel Hampton had made a record called Hey Baba Rebop, and everybody yelled it, and it was when Lionel would jump in the audience and wail his saxophone at everybody with sweat claps, jumping fools in the aisles, drummer vastly booming and belaboring on the stage as the whole theater rocked. Sung by Helen Humes, around 1945 or 46. First everyone looked around, then it happened. The bird flew in. Minds went in. On the streets, thousands of new-type hepcats in red shirts and some goatees and strange queer-looking cowboys from the West with boots and belts. You no longer saw, as in the 30s, the Wrangler walking with his doll in the honky-tonk. Rebop, bop, came into being because the girls were leaving the guys and going off to be middle-class models or something. On the piano that night, Thelonious introduced a wooden off-key note to everybody's warm-up notes. Minton's Playhouse. Evening starts. Jam hours later, 10 p.m. Talking eloquent like great poets of foreign languages. Drawing the tune aside along another improvisation bridge with a reach-out tear of claws. Hours of hundreds of developing choruses in regular beat all day. So in the subway, no dissonance could crash against unalterable choruses and implacable bars. Erected in mind's foundation jazz. The clonk of the millennial piano like anvils in Petrograd. Blow, said Diz. Hear his cry and sigh. To elicit gloom from the doom of the black piano. They slowed it down and dragged behind it a half-tempo dinosaur proportions, changed the placing of the note in the middle of the harmony to an outer, more precarious position, where also its sense of not belonging was enhanced by the general atonality produced with everyone exteriorizing the tune's harmony. Drunken figures shaded in the weaving background, tottering. The boys didn't care. Because on cold corners, they stood, three backs to one another, facing all the winds. Bent. Lips don't care. Like 12th century monks high in winter belfries of the Gothic organ, they wild-eyed were listening to their own wild sound. Heralding a new age of music that would eventually require symphonies, schools, centuries of technique, declines and falls of master ripe styles. Jim in the white shirt wailing at a big scarred bass in raunchy, nongri New Orleans. On South Rampart Street, famous for parades, in Old Perdido Street. All that was mud in the river Mississippi. And like in ancient civilizations, the slave boatmen rowing galleys to a beat. Came back remembering old goofs. Nevertheless, never leave the music.